need our community to be united and strong going forward. We have to show the world that we are proud of each other. There's no other community. The Jews don't do it. The African Americans don't do it. The Irish don't do it. The Latinos don't do it. Guyanese have been surfacing. Guyanese are notorious for complaining on basement, notorious for complaining about other people. They're always looking and see what Mati got, and they're always fighting one another. They won't go and fight the cops. They won't go and fight the FBI. They won't, but they find themselves there comporting and reporting and talking lies. Well, let me tell you all something. If you make false reports to the police or the immigration, you can be charged with a crime. It's called filing a false police complaint. One gentleman did that. If I should call him a gentleman. When I was running for office, you had 3 of them running against me. And the same Vishnu Mahari made a false complaint. He could have been in jail, but I didn't press charges against him because I have a copy of the complaint here and I filed for him. He went and he made a false complaint that people were pointing things at him and what have you. I wouldn't even want to repeat it. That is filing a false complaint. That can put you in jail. You may not find somebody who's a community leader will forgive and forget and move on, but it'll bring them into the arms of the law. They will get a copy of that phone call. They'll get a copy of that police report. They will get a recording of that phone call, and they will nail you to the cross and put you in jail. So stop doing those things. Work peacefully, turn on the TV, look at the news, become a citizen, and go out and vote. Go out and vote. That is how you build this community, not by doing them kind of things and destroying each other. America is already a difficult place. COVID people died. You have to be able to think now of your community, for your children and your children's children, to invest. This Liberty Avenue, Richmond Hill, and other parts, or Schenectady, Florida, wherever we've gone, we've done well. But there's a 1% of Guyanese, our Trinidadians, and Caribbean people, 1% of them of our people, Leon, South Asians and Indians and Bangladeshi, who would sell their people down the river, who will dump them under the bus, who will do them a disservice by putting those people in trouble. You don't need to do that. Thousands of people have passed through my hands in this office, and most of them have come out victorious. Some of them, of course, they lied to me, didn't have proper papers and so on, and had arrested by the immigration and couldn't get waivers and so on. Eventually, we got through with them. But what I'm telling you is that if you're a backtracker and you don't got no hope, they're staying Guyana, stay in your country. Don't come to America right now. It's very hard to overcome that barrier. It's very difficult to make yourself somebody here, especially in terms of what's going on in immigration. Wait, and you can flourish in Guyana. Guyana is taking off right now. But coming back to your rights here is that we denounce and we condemn those fellow people living in Richmond and Ozone Park, South Ozone Park, Woodhaven, and Jamaica, if they're going to report. You don't find other communities doing that. Go over to Van Wyck, you will not find those police calls. Go to Howard Beach, you don't find that. Go to Glendale, you don't find people doing that. They lift each other up. They help each other. They give them food, clothing. We are the only people, the 1% of us, that needs to be taught a lesson that they should not be reporting basements, reporting people, cyberbullying, and all these other nasty things that have no place in American society. If you want to do that, you should not be living in Guyana. And you must make sure you go out and vote, because a lot of you don't go out and vote. You don't go out and vote, and you think people got to pay you to go and vote. And you know, Elon Musk did that with $1 million. Nobody going to give you $1 million. They will give you a penny to vote. That's your right. And you couldn't buy that. There was a time when you couldn't come to this country. You couldn't vote. And if you were black, like we all are, a person of color, you couldn't use the same restaurant as a person of white color. You could not use the same bathroom. All those things were fought and won for. Women couldn't vote at a certain time, and certain other rights were hard fought and won for. Thank God for America. God bless America. But respect what America is about, and respect yourself. And don't do things like that of reporting illegal basements, making false complaints, and doing things like that. Because we will call you out publicly. And you can go to any court and we'll show the court the documents that you have been a parasite on this community. We'll subpoena the records with that phone call. We'll subpoena those kinds of ways that you bring your nastiness to the government, because the government will respond. Well, you know, when I was running for office politically, they went after me. I went to all the offices, all of them, and we get back all the records. And one day I will publicly expose those people, and they will have, the community must know who they are. When they start to say, well, they're this and they're community leaders and all those things, that deprive this community. And that time will come when we have to have public disclosure. Everybody has to account for their deeds. And not only Albert Baldeo or Leon Susaran, but everybody. Trust me, because that is how this country works. And that is how it has worked. You see what it did to President Trump. If, however, you're a fighter and a person who can change and work, like I've strive to be, they will elect you again and again as they've done with me. Because the people, the greater people that are concerned, will elect somebody to fight for them, who they have the trust and confidence in, and who has the ability. Not the people them who are empty cannons or empty suits, or the people who fool the people as to what they can do, but genuine people. And the best way is to see if they are re-elected, despite all the nonsense people may talk, all the bad things. But let us try to be a better community. Let us strive to be close to God, and let us look up to be people more concerned about our image and our reputation and how we portray ourselves to the world as proud American Guyanese and West Indians and Caribbean people and South Asians.